The journey, the journey, the journey, the journey, the journey now start. The journey is now start. I was drifting on the lonely sea when a voice kept calling out to me. Keep on calling, calling, calling. I was shaking. The journey, the journey, the journey, the journey, the journey now start. The journey is now start. I was drifting on the lonely sea when a voice kept calling out to me. Keep on calling, calling, calling. I was shaking like a frightened child. I was shaking, shaking, shaking. Was up in the cold and I had nowhere to hide. I heard son, son, come, come, come. Don't be afraid. You just started your mission. The waters will be rough. Have faith and you will make it all the way up. 'Cause the journey now start. The journey is now start. The journey now start. The journey is now start. Sonny, do not give up. Don't ever. You put it here to survive. You are in charge of your life. I never look back, look ahead. Never say die till you're dead. Children, the journey as we travel on, as we travel on. I said travel on. When you're reaching out towards your
Welcome, Black.
Yeah. Welcome, Black. Welcome, Black, everybody. Everybody listening, everybody tuned in. Blessed day.
So all you don't know, last Tuesday in the month is the Journey Tuesdays. YouTube fighting we are battle here, so all you remember to send all your voice notes to 466-4OUR or 466-4687 for the musicians and them who have thing to send, or let's send it to music@ourradio.fm. And yeah, we here. So today is a special day because as all you could see, I'm Wakanda Forever, Black Panther by the Nubian Experience, right? And it's a pleasure too because you know I know this business since it's born. I know this business since it's born, boy. And I know it very intimately, you know, because we kind of going hand in hand as we journey together. So we have Orisalase, Ogelana, Ogunlade, the CEO of TNX, #TNX, the Nubian Experience Apparel. Right? My brother, talk to the people and them now. Let me get it going hot one time.
Well, today is Journey Tuesdays. Something I always like to do You know, some people are wrong, but I don't like it. I like to talk about why it is.
But I them. Them been doing what you're doing, so.
I don't. I think the only people who really want to talk about what they're doing is because they don't like what they're doing.
They don't love what they're doing. They like it. They probably like it.
So I just be glad for, you know, any opportunity to discuss, because there are people ask over the years, you know, where it come from, where you see it going,
Right.
you know, some of the things you go through. And you and I was having a discussion yesterday, and I was telling you one of the things that I want to come out of what I experienced up to this point is the ability to be able to talk to young black entrepreneurs, young black businessmen and businesswomen, and let them know that all the struggles you go through is not the only person going through it. But not just that, because I hate people to tell me that and leave it at that. I absolutely hate that. You're not the only person going through that. How is that a help to me?
Yeah.
But I want them to know that there are people you could talk to. You know, some people went through the same thing, overcome it, and their story might be able to help you. Because we grew up, remember when we was going to school, we had the fables and them now.
Anansi and them fellas?
Not just Anansi, well, they hide some we perspective as Africans.
Oh.
So but I wanted to use the more popular one, which was we got Aesop fables, where its story it have a meaning to the story at the end, right?
Yeah.
Even halfway through the story, you might
get it just.
Yeah, and I want to liken that to our people who might be young people starting a business, and you don't know where to turn or talk to people. One of the things we don't do, which I have been guilty of,
right,
is talking to people. Sometimes you're going through something, and I'm talking here strictly from a business perspective, but it could be broad-based to the African community in real life, right? But you're going through something, it might be a little hard, and you're kind of ashamed to talk to somebody about it now, you know, your business going down, or you ain't seeing how to make the next step.
Right.
I say all of that to say, young black people in business, let me talk to one another. Find somebody. You always say that, find somebody in the field and ask them.
Ask them questions,
to be a mentor.
Yeah.
Right? When I started the Nubian experience in 2013, I was just Andre Lovelace. You know,
now beginning the journey.
Yeah, I was still working.
Right.
I remember going to work with jerseys in my bag. I only people who work here. Greetings, Iya Ifabumi, Mindy. I own people who work here. And a man come in looking like a customer of the establishment I'm working for. But he's really a t-shirt he come for, you know. And I'm talking to him like, you know, thing.
Yeah.
And I just go in the back, pull out a bag out of my bag.
Right.
And come and hand him. And he just pass the envelope with the money. You know, so much things, boy.
Oh, Miguel.
Mix ribs.
Yeah, boy. I still waiting on these ribs, boy.
The Nubian experience, I will always say it. The Nubian experience was born in your yard.
Yeah.
The night that you officially launched Swag Elite, the Nubian experience was born. And I want people to understand that. And I didn't know the friendship would have turned out to wait till today.
Not nobody.
Right?
Plenty
But
people asking.
Yeah, they're asking that, yeah. But it was born on that night.
Yeah.
Wanting, and I tell people, all I wanted was a t-shirt with an Ankh on it and a t-shirt with an Africa on it. That's all I wanted. At that time, I wasn't seeing myself in African or African-inspired clothing.
Right.
I just wanted that now.
Yeah.
And I was looking for a few months and come to your launch that night and saw someone try to do it by sticking on something on the jersey. And it just hit me. I should do it because it have people who want
that's
it.
right. See the opportunity.
You know? One of the things I had to say though, some of the same people that I thought would have been
You're forerunning, yeah. You're leading customers.
Yeah, boy. You know, it no mean afraid to talk this African thing and consciousness thing is talk for plenty people.
Yep.
And I use it describe it this way. Mm-hmm. The reason why you wouldn't see them dressed in certain things is because when you dress in an African outfit, nobody can question, you know. Mm-hmm. And you can't hide. But when you talk in African thing and conscious thing, and you close your mouth, nobody don't know nothing.
Yeah, because nothing about how you're looking.
And saying nothing and showing nothing.
Yeah.
So they just want to tell you, well, it's more than clothes. Yes, it's more than clothes. You could imagine when the swag empire grew even bigger.
Yeah.
You don't go in Africa and everything you decide. You tell your wife, like, go China now, guys. And we grew up on Jet Li movies.
Yeah.
You imagine going in one of them monks' monastery and the monk and them in 3-piece suit.
Better yet than dashiki.
You understand? You will question that, right?
You will.
But me telling you, part of your African pride is your clothing. Your response to me is more than clothes. You know, but that's where it started. I started off doing symbols. Mm-hmm. Right?
And look, somebody saying here, Mindy saying, she wear your logo on the front of the jersey.
Yeah, you getting that. You getting that.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of the discussion you and I had and somebody else, I don't know if it was doing. Like, yo, you're supposed to be selling your logo just like how you selling them other thing your logo hard.
Yeah.
You
but that's the thing, is a brand, right? And the brand is not just to put on the tag or in the back. You understand me?
Yeah.
Because Nike, when you see a Nike, you don't see the shoe, you see the tick first.
Big tick on your chest.
Big tick on your chest.
So
fix that.
Yeah. Because I wear one during the emancipation period. The one for myself, and people relax about it now. Mm-hmm. You know, I must say, I always say this, the hardest thing I've ever attempted in my life is this business. I thought fatherhood up to this point would be a bigger challenge. Up to this point,
Yeah.
Because she's only 6.
Yeah.
You understand? But trying to sell African and African-inspired things to African people is the hardest thing I've ever attempted in my life. Because many of us still comfortable wearing the slave master names on our body. You know, walking around with that as a badge of
honor.
Yeah. That's what I wrote years ago. During slavery, they used to brand their names on our body using fire and iron. Today, we pay them to wear their names branded on our bodies. And we pay them big money.
To boast and brag.
Yeah. And no, you know, in an ideal world, that would not be a problem. Yeah, what is my logic on that? If the same price you was paying for the man on the horse, you was willing to pay for my own, and you was actually buying it and wearing it the same way, then all things equal. But it's not. That's not the world that we live in now. You know, and as I went along and started adding things, because the idea was originally symbols. I did not know I would end up doing all of this. Like what happened today, I was telling them, today is the first time I ever actually specifically wear something for one of the shows. Substance over hype. Most people don't understand it when just by reading it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Just look like substance and hype.
I didn't understand it. Now that I explain it,
yeah. Substance over hype now.
Yeah.
And that is one of my catchphrases. I hear that line in a chronic song.
Yeah.
We do this for the love, not for the likes now.
Yeah, not for the likes.
And that line resonates with me, boy. Right? I start with these symbols. Then, you know, I see Omari this morning. I had to call him and I had to talk to him.
Yeah.
See him this morning. Omari's a childhood friend. I went primary school with Omari. being a good brother. Imagine he just being a good brother open my door for me. Him just being who he is, which is a good brother, open my door for me. Right? But he's a graphic artist. One of his talents and his many talents. Yeah.
One of them.
Because this morning when I see him, he going and put on tiles. You go from graphic art
The
to tile to music production
Yeah.
to building a wall.
Yeah.
You understand?
To hydroponics.
Yo, this man.
Aquaponics.
You understand?
Yeah, because he's really over the fish. Hey, big up Aquino, boy. Aquino on the inside.
Right? He was one of the first people I'd conversed with when it was just an idea. And he was like, all right, well, tell me some of the ideas you have and I will do up something for it. And I was like, based on some of his stuff that he had posted on Facebook, I was like, yeah. So we started work together. So some of my first set of pieces was done by, the designs was done by, conceptualized by me,
Yeah.
but done by Omari. And he, with his real laugh at the side, he didn't see the dashikis at all. He's like, nah, don't do that, boy. Don't do dashikis, boy.
It was too African. It was too African.
So not for him, but he just didn't see that people would take to it now. And it did take a while to catch on.
I want to stick just a small pin. You see that what our man now saying each other? Like Big Ben. Man said the Nubian experience brackets. It is not a brand, it's an experience.
Of course.
And Tree Flame.
Big up yourself. Blessings, blessings.
Tree Flame.
Yeah.
Come DJ, give me
Yeah,
something
nah,
there.
sure.
Man.
That's true. Even when I do we don't call ambassadors. I don't call it brand ambassadors. I call it lifestyle ambassadors.
Right.
Because I know finding our brands just fade away.
Yes.
We grow up on brands that we spend plenty money for. I've been guilty of that. That we spend plenty money for.
Yeah.
And today, if we call them some of them brands, Tyler don't know them.
True.
And them was watch me now, we talking about
Monsters.
I don't even think all it is see people walk around in a particular brand today. Like how weird I see the amalgamation of so much of people like, Brad, you go a party, let's use a vague one. Them Chinese shit on them.
Batusai.
You know what that?
You know
Shoes,
not
you're dressing it. No, we looking good. We looking dressed. We in a shirt and a jeans.
Yeah.
A sneakers or a Clarks.
Yeah. And
All the shirt is
Kenji here with the big sword.
Chinese thing on it now.
Yeah.
And it make out a kind of polyester, so
Yeah.
it neat in around.
What's that shirt?
It's a shirt.
It's an actual shirt, but there's a Chinese print on it of samurai or something.
Anime.
Thing now. Right?
Yeah.
That was real big in the early 2000s, the very late 90s into the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And breads, you could go to a party
Yeah.
and bounce up a few people well.
Yeah.
When the same thing, the egg, no, not similar, you know.
The exact
The exact
shirt, yeah.
same thing.
Yeah. Same color, same
I have a
everything.
picture with Emo.
Yeah.
We going on lime. Kenji living opposite we. Emo and Kenji and it was in the same year.
Yeah.
It's Kenji birthday. We going on lime. We going on club. I have on a yellow shirt, the same material with coconuts all over it,
Right.
coconut trees all over it, and Emo have on the black teeth. I have that picture home. I like 2000 or 2001 or something. So
Yeah.
right, but these things fade away. Right, I not offering you that. I offering you a chance to revel in your Africanness.
Yeah.
To
Make a statement without saying
you
a
ain't
word.
saying nothing. When you see this, like when you see me with a T-shirt, mark God is black with Africa in the background. There's only two things that come out of that. Is that there? Someone like, yeah, I like that T-shirt. Or how you know God black?
Conversation.
I tell them same people who ask me how you know God black going and sit down in a Roman Catholic church with all them white effigies and statues all over the place and never question it.
Oh, them no God white.
Right. So this is the mindset I want to help break because it have other people doing it. Ole, let me give you a joke now. Because I was searching for a while before I started the Nubian experience.
Right.
Before it was even an idea for me to do, I was looking for it. I was done on Instagram, Facebook,
Twitter.
right? And I know me, I was never no big fan of Twitter, there's D. But then was Facebook was the main, Facebook was it at the time. I ain't seen nothing. Kill me dead. When I launched the Nubian experience, I see only person in the world doing this. You know? All here is not no exaggeration because I wasn't seeing it.
Yeah.
Give it 6 months. No, maybe not even 6 months.
Look, but me say God is a Douglas.
Right?
Over me.
Within 6 months,
Yeah.
now I start to see things on my Instagram feed, not on Facebook, but on Instagram.
Instagram.
I start to see other people doing this thing.
Yeah.
Then you wonder, and I wonder if them doing why. And you're going to look, but these people are them around before me.
Mm-hmm.
How I wasn't seeing that. But you know, of course, how the algorithm
This
is.
work, yeah.
Right? So it have people doing it. That's why I like to say, I want to be part of the group of people across the globe, black people that are trying to help educate and inspire black people. So when I say God is black with an Africa on it, I'm not telling nobody else but black people, God is black. I'm not taking the same route the Caucasians did with us. And coming to beat me and tell me God white. I'm not telling you God is white, God is black.
Yeah.
You have your God, that's all well and fine. Right? Because I don't necessarily subscribe to the one God for everybody theory.
Yeah.
I think doing that, this kind of pull you back into the
You back on
same thing what the Caucasian do. Right? Because who is me to go to China? What if I go to India and tell nearly 1 billion Hindus God black or God white? I find that wrong. But I have my African God that I call Eledumare. You can't come to tell me that I'm not my God. And you have to praise some other God that don't even look like me. The word is not even a word from the place where I'm from. Right? So, and every design that I do that is not an actual symbol has some kind of thing behind it like that. None of them is just so. That's what I realized in creating these designs on them. I could never just sit down and decide, I have 2 minutes free, let me try and make a design. I can't do that. It always had to be something that come to me. And I do it. Even if I write it down and get back to it, but it's not something I could just sit down and say, yeah, do it. No. You understand? So things like the God is black, that is what that is for now. Like African royalty, look, Bambi in the chat, Bambi could type it in and go and say, Bambi say every time he wear his African royalty, somebody does salute him in some kind of way. It just make him feel a kind of way. That's the idea I have behind this.
Yeah.
And I reach a mindset now, I could never feel that way, that African pride, that pride in myself as a black man, wearing a white man name across my chest. I cannot do it. Right? And I have this for everybody that want to feel that we all had that kind of mindset. So you might still be wearing the other things and them, you know. Right? But this is an option. You know, and there are people that tell me plain the thought was a gimmick, you know.
You thought it was what?
A gimmick.
Oh.
A man meet me in New York and tell me that. Yeah, but I appreciate it though. Because he tell me now, but now that I'm watching it here, I don't know I would have see you, you didn't know I would have see you. And I see you dressed the same way. Cause I walking through Manhattan in my dashiki and my tricota and my big beads.
Yeah.
Cause I me.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But I realized it had people, especially in the very earlys of this, thought it was a gimmick now. And that real sad, not just for me, but for plenty of us doing businesses where people are wrong us and even gaining that energy, like all the best. We're like, nah, that just a phase.
She just trying something, or he just trying something.
We don't say that about when we see a big building, a big brick and mortar building open with a new business. We don't say them just trying something. We say, hey, look, they open a new business there, boy.
Yeah.
But we ain't giving we sell that, boy.
Never.
You understand? You know, so, I mean, and this thing, Karen, you know, I just always tell you. So, I used to work for the green phone company. When they started the restructuring program in 2015, they had a meeting in the office I was in, Trinidad Tobago. You know, it's serious when they close the store, because it's the store I working in. They close the store to have this meeting. You know that's serious. Because that means you ain't making no money if the store closed.
Yeah.
All right. A little nervous because I'm a contract worker. One thing I could do, don't lecture to me. If you do want me to understand something, don't lecture. Find some other way to give me it where I'm paying attention. But when you talk it out like that and I focus, yeah. I listen to this man talk. Okay, what is CEO name at that time? Big ballhead fella. And me in here, me knowing that. Remember I tell you I was a contract worker. All of this is tied to the Nubian experience. When everything done now, I put up my hand. People don't start to go, because them don't know. I say, excuse me, I didn't see myself on your new structure, on your new chart. And first you just know that they take you as done, say. What you mean you didn't see yourself? You wouldn't be there individually. Like, you really? Think?
Alright, since we go in there, let me go.
You really think
let me go now.
Me? I say I am a contract worker.
Yes.
And I didn't see anything about the contract staff.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, at that point in time when I was working, at least nearly half of the staff was contract. We'll get to that, I say, but you now say you're finished and you're fielding questions. How we'll get it? And he's like, just get up, stoops and walk out.
Yeah.
And I left the job 2 weeks after that. Because I knew I was coming. Then some months after, people who work long, I make 7 years there. 7 years on that contract in that green phone company. No raise or pay.
No benefits.
No benefits. Getting paid late. You understand? This big profitable company.
Well, that company is dog now.
Right? People thought I left because my business was doing real good. But that's not the truth. I just knew what was going to happen. In conversation with my good brother here, he's like, because I leave with no capital for the business, no nothing. I had to eat and live off of that. And he's like, anytime you leave in a work, we want to leave a work, you should have a year rent. A year if you have cable, a year
Bills.
now. Like, a song so simple and straightforward. How me think about that, boy? Be like, yo, that's advice that is anybody that working right now and tell me they're thinking about leaving a work because they're doing no little thing. And the first thing I tell them, I'm not telling you don't leave.
Yeah.
But if you're renting, try and have at least 6 months a year rent. And your bills, your internet,
Major
whatever.
bills,
I'm telling you. And them is the kind of advice that I want to pass on because of my experiences doing this thing here called the Nubian experience. I mean, kind of shit I hear, boy. Jeez, it's just the kind of shit I hear. And for me, one of the hardest things in it was not getting support from the places and people that you thought you'd get. Your inner circle, your family, you know, your close friends. Because I telling you, the only time I went something other than the Nubian experience is if you launch a clothing line. How I gonna not wear that? You understand?
Yeah.
I have 2 T-shirts from Omari.
Saga boy.
Saga boy culture.
Pick up yourself, Omari.
Yeah, that you know, Omari, check it out. You understand? That's the only way I'd wear other stuff now.
Yeah.
But the lack of support real pushed me. It had me bitter for a long time.
Well, you know, I know that.
Yeah, I must admit.
It's that bitterness make me turn time, you know, because as he brethren on Facebook, I watching, and it's simple things he would say, but it's that kind of venom that used to come with now.
Real venom?
Yeah, boy. And it's a day I said, nah, but I can't take this no more. Let me go film. And I comment underneath and I tell him, I say, my brethren, you can't come so hard, right? Because remember, you're talking to people who indoctrinated, for lack of a better word, for years, their whole life, basically. All right? Me included, because I was Captain Catholic, I was Mr. Christian, you know? That is how I born and grew. That is why my mother baptized me into that and thing. And I grew up so. I went Trinity Junior, which was Anglican. I went Success RC Church, do confirmation, communion, the whole works. right? And I just ain't get married, they become a wife as Anglican. But at the same time, I start seeing things he's saying. No, it's not that it ain't making sense, you know. But if I come for something that you dealing with for the last, you're 21, right? If I come for something that you dealing with and all you know for 21 years is that, and I tell you, hey, that shit, boy. You ain't going to be like, chest strap, yeah, there we go. You know, I love that, boy. Thanks for telling me. You're not going to be like that. You're going to be like, but this man is a mad man. How are you going to just attack my thing so wholeheartedly?
Doing the same thing, but I just want to interject this here, right?
Go ahead.
As I was always tell Bambi, it had no nice way.
No, I get that.
To put that. It had no
that.
nice way to tell somebody,
Yeah.
no matter how sweet your voice is,
Yeah.
no matter you could say TH and think properly and think, it have no nice way to tell somebody what you believe in and what you have accepted your whole life is based on a lie. It didn't originate with you as a people. You were forced, murdered, and beaten to accept it. It's not no nice way to tell somebody that, you know. It's not no nice way to tell somebody, you know, most of the things you believe in have no historical fact behind it.
Yeah, because now the tone not going to, it's not the what, you know, and it's not even the how. Sorry, it's the what you're telling them. Because remember again,
I wonder if Jarrell
You gotta get everything bits though.
correct.
I'm going to ask Jarrell
Uh,
to do a thing for me in she nice voice
yeah,
and see what people go see.
it's still going to be back on that.
That's what I'm
back
saying
on
to
that.
you. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying to you.
Right.
There is absolutely no nice way, no matter how much little bit you put. So we just use one. Most of our people are Christians today. Christianity did not begin in Africa. Christianity is not an African thing. The Christianity that we just follow today, we were forced, murdered, and beaten to do that. How do you tell someone just that alone, that you're not following something that is yours? You ain't following that of your own volition. You following that because your ancestors was beaten to do that, and great granny tell granny to do it so that she wouldn't get licks, neither your granny wouldn't get licks. You continue to, then they pass it down to you, and that is how we is that today.
Right.
But that is not what we is. We don't even have our own names. We still laughing at names. Man, what kind of name is Orisalase? I say a name you wouldn't hear a dog name. You understand?
Yeah.
I tell them that is the only way I could respond.
Yeah.
Because I know the way what kind of name is that with that tone. I know that. Like I could guarantee you wouldn't hear nobody walking on your body. Sure, Orisalase.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that. You understand? We don't even have names, and it was so powerfully done in roots. What is your name? Whip on your back. Kunta. Your name is Toby. That is so very symbolic of everything that we have today. We religion is not we own. We was beaten that same way to follow these religions. We names, we foods, we the people. We were just what we was talking today. We take crumbs and turn it into franchises, yo. Men selling pig guts and thing, boy.
Yeah.
But you know, when I grow up and I understand we're putting this.
I never touched that, brother. I never.
see that and I thought it looked like shit.
Tell you, there is nothing appetizing about putting nose. I don't care what they tell me. The first time my uncle used to leave Washington to come Trinidad.
I'm telling you.
And watch me, if he come in 6 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah, they get that.
he is in the market at 7,
Take
coming down from the airport to get your pudding. So when he
Telling
reached
you.
Lavington, he could cook it.
Well,
Madness.
I remember Mr. Peter. Me and Omari in primary school. He remember him. He was a cleaner in our school in primary, Sour Boys.
Right.
He used to sell pudding in Sour. Watch now. When he seasoned up that day and things so, we like, yo, was I gonna get old and find out what that is? Like, yo, but that's what I'm saying to you. That is what we did.
Yeah.
We took something that we are not spiritually connected to. Christianity in its many different variations, Roman Catholicism, and add our natural spirituality to it. That's why we just feel something. We don't feel something because that is of us. That is not of us. But again, how do I say this to people without shaking the cage, as you say? But that's what I'm doing there.
Well, look, Bambi say something here. He said not a nice way, but there's a way to get the individual to think, right? I believe if you get the person to think and question what they were taught, then there can be change, right?
They will come to it eventually.
They will. And that's what I was alluding to with when I started to see his statuses on Facebook. And then I started to listen to what he's saying, right? Now, I would always respond. And we would have a banter because the banter would leave the comments and go on his side.
That was Mr. Nice. That was Mr. Honey Man all the time. That was Mr. Honey,
Right?
You can catch more flies with honey than honey.
Than vinegar, yeah.
But I want to throw out a challenge to you and Bambi today. Write something. In order to post it, no way we could share that amongst ourselves. Write something that only think based on what it is I said about like how we into the religion and we into and we names and thing that will force people to think that all they don't think will upset them.
Right, so let me tell you something because I do sales, right? And there's a psychology behind these kind of things. It's not so much in stating it, you know. It's more in questioning it. So if I tell you or I ask you a question that you cannot answer, it will agitate something in you to go and find the answer that you're supposed to bring and give me. And then when you go and you start to dig up, you're going to be like, but wait now, this man making sense.
So do it like that.
No, but that's what I just do.
Right.
Because remember, me no different to he. Right? In that if I have something to share, I will share it. You know what I mean? And I asked him the other day, how come nobody don't come under my comments and tell me nothing? Right? But my thing is, with how I would do it, is that I don't give my opinion of it. Right? Which is what I think is the difference now.
Yeah.
You know? And people will be like, hey, Karen, boy, they'll pull them on the side, you know. King, that thing where you share there, boy. Oh, good. They will never go under the comments and say, yeah, boy, you're making sense here. Which is what Kyrie becoming a victim of right now. Kyrie do nothing wrong. All Kyrie do is click share.
Yeah.
Right? But because of who he is, and because of what he share, and what it represent, and the information that it have in it, the people on them say, nah, we can't allow that. You have to bring he down. Right? But I want to see, let me give you your flowers, right, brother? Because without him, I would not have started to think on my own. You understand? Because as much as we battle on Facebook, we battle on WhatsApp, we battle on BBM.
God, BBM, boy.
Right? We battle on
20EAB5E7.
Nah, but you would think. I can't remember my pin at all. But as much as we battle on conversation in private and thing where that was concerned, right? It did agitate something in me to start thinking. You understand? And I have to attribute my change in way. Because I don't wear nothing else again. He is Nubian experience and one set of my clothes. And then the next set is God Save the Creative because I go ADL clothes, right? And then, oh God, well, I have Rhett. Rhett is, oh God, local link, right? Because I was a football man. You understand? And all my Barca kid coming from there, right? So, I just support my friends. You understand? And by me doing that, nobody will ask me a question. Everybody know I this way. Because if I post a Barca jersey, you know where I get. If I post a Nubian experience jersey, you know where it is. If I post a God Save the Creative, you know where it is. But it's the conversations that we had that really make me start to wake up and realize I was Brand's man. You know that?
Well, are we, you know, I mean...
We grew up in Brand as Fat Farm by Fubu, by Echo.
Echo, I didn't really like...
Kalkanai.
That's why I could phrase it the way I phrase it today because I went through that as well.
Yeah.
You know, it had... When I used to real lime and party a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And is every weekend we in delay.
Mm-hmm.
I get kids. My idea for kids was I have like about 3-4 long pants, different colors, and I get in colors to either go with it or juxtapose.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And I buying t-shirts and I wearing t-shirt once and gave my brother it.
Oh, you're a shooter. You're a shooter.
You know?
One and done. Not me.
You know, so that's why I could talk about that from that aspect as well. Now I tell them, I say, I'm not vexed with the young children and them today with it. You know, my problem is we can't still be making them same mistakes. We can't still be raising with children to do them same thing, boy. Because that is not benefiting us.
Us. Agreed. So look, Jamil say it here, which is what I mean and what Bambi mean, right? The only thing you can do is be, right? When you be, you attract those who are ready for truth. When we are people who are suffering from cognitive dissonance, and he in lying here, right? Which is why I strive so much as a black man to make sure that my family stay together, right? That my wife is my queen, that my children follow in our footsteps, right? Because children do what they see, no matter what you tell a child. If you telling that child wash the ways and that child never see you wash ways, trust that child and washing no ways, right? I go through it 4 times, so I could tell you. You understand? So what he's saying there is fact, right? Which is why I don't really rough up nobody no more now. And I do in the shop, I don't go after nobody. Because what you see me doing will start to agitate you, because you only saying, but how come I don't see this man wearing no Nike? The only thing it will catch me wearing in them thing is shoes, right? Because I stand up all day and I need something comfortable, right? So as much as I wear the niggas and I wear the, what's the next fella name? When you wings? Ramoma. Right? Them is 2 black brands that I have to buy 2 sneakers from at some point.
And we even find one in South Africa. Just carry calling name
the name
right now.
coming to me right now. Christopher will probably know it. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is, we are to lead by example as a people now. You understand? Because the more you seen it on Facebook and Instagram now, you know, I scrolling through my friend list the other day, and I starting to see a set of African names, and you mean about who is this? When I click the pictures, because it's somebody I know from school who started their journey into African spirituality, and they started change their names. You understand? And that's where it had to start with your name. You understand? I want eventually that will happen, right? So I want to do a little. I was talking to this lady in the shop last week, boy, Michelle, about the family history now. Right. Doing our DNA trace to see where you come from and how far and whatever, because her daughter did it and realized she have Ghanaian roots and not Senegalese. Can't remember the next place, but two African set of roots she have. Ethiopian roots, right? And there's a big percentage, it's not a small percentage. Right. And what that will also do is give you that drive to go further. Let me say it on the air now, because I ain't tell she yet, It's only in my head. I want my wife to go to Africa with me. You understand? I want to carry she there, because my ultimate goal is, if I can, is to repatriate.
You know, while we used to use that term back then, mean necessarily like I want to say to it, I want to go back home. You know, I really want to do. I want to go back home. Yeah. And my 6-year-old daughter, if I could have called, she no. Where you want to go and live?
Ghana.
Because I was telling she that we go in there.
Ghana is my team, man. Or they'll come for me.
Yeah. Now they could come. They could come. Right?
I see Senegal one if they win the game, boy. They win, and yes, 2-1.
Nice.
Yeah.
So all these things that we just talk about here, again, I started off with just this vision for the Nubian experience, which was symbols. So, Ankh, we put the name, which is an Ankh, and it means eternal life. Because
education.
Plenty of these people here, right? Plenty of these people that have such negative attitudes, stereotypes, thoughts towards African symbols and spirituality don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm telling you? Nothing about it. As I said, I remember Miss Carol today. She would have blessed her strong Miss Carol.
Yeah, Auntie Carol. Right? Big up yourself. The queen of African fashion and Trinidad.
Yeah. I had to start with my hand. I know which one of the camera will pick it up. Right? And
show them it again.
See it there?
Yeah. I think they get it.
I a hero. And I remember working in the green phone company. And
no props to them, boy.
I don't like long sleeve shirt. I don't like long pants. Right? When you see me in a long pants, tell yourself, I'll go in something special.
Yeah.
And people don't walk up to me like, son, why you take that tattoo on your hand? And this used to be me. I take this tattoo when I was really young. I don't know what it mean, and I all said I don't know what it mean, and people keep telling me it's a bad thing. Tell me about it now. And I would listen to them go on and on and on, and I'd leave them, and then I'd ask them, "What's the name?" so I could go and read upon it. Not one of the people that tell me this is an evil devil tattoo tell me the correct name. You hear what I'm telling you? Not one person, and that's why I want to help eradicate with the Nubian experience. Yeah. I want you to see, first things first, I want you to see Africa. Because there are very big people that don't know the map, what the map of Africa look like. So I want you to be able to see the map of Africa and say, hey, Mama Africa, where see us Capleton, see three ball, right? I want you to see an African symbol and know what it means. Or when you see the symbol on my t-shirt, or that, yeah, you see, oh, strength. That means strength? Yeah, right. Where's how you pronounce it up? What they? When amen. And you teach you something, you just learn something, and you know there's a Dinka symbol. You could go and Google a Dinka symbol. There are hundreds of a Dinka symbol. They are from Ghana. They are Shanti people in Ghana. And bam right there, right. But we have so many negative stereotypes when it comes to ourselves as a people. We accept everything they tell us about us. We lazy. I keep telling people, boy, the only time they call we lazy is when there is to pay we to work, you know. Understand? You understand they call we lazy? Sure. If they had to pay the Venezuelans in Trinidad right now full rate,
dead. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. If they had to pay the Venezuelans in Trinidad and full rate,
yeah,
they ain't gonna be employed as much as they employed right now. I'm sure that. They getting all the rates and all the props and all the jobs and things because they're taking less than the citizens of the republic go take. And then the employers who using the labor, using that to say Trinidadians don't want work. It's not that we don't want to work, yo.
Correct.
Or you want me to work for you 8 hours a day, or maybe even more, spend 2 hours in traffic, or maybe even more. 1 day off for the week, if I have a day off, for very minimum wage. And that's the excuse right now, no, but we paying minimum wage, like look at minimum wage. Something hit my, I don't know if you see it, you know, something hit my yesterday or the day before, you know. If you as the government,
oh Lord,
can't bring nothing to reduce crime, can't do nothing to implement to reduce crime. You can't improve the health sector. We can't even get running water 24 hours a day.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Then you're not supposed to get no raise up pay.
Yeah.
Or you're not supposed to add no taxes.
Yeah.
What you really doing to get a raise up pay? So all the salary is raised different to how we on this raised then.
Yeah, it's not performance based.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
How you raising taxes?
Just 10 years, bro.
You know, so, and again, all these things in it because you see one of the t-shirts I have, everybody when they see it, you should make $1 million of that, but it just don't sell. Black men stop killing other black men. You understand? Because I want to make those statements out here. I want you to see that and it resonate in your soul. Black men stop killing other black men. You know, they ask, where does get all them ideas? Like, I honestly can't tell you.
The same way, the same place you just get your ideas from.
Cool. You see the folder. I can't tell you where does get all them ideas. You know, Baba Avery, Aisha Mendoza reach.
Yeah, man.
Right? Baba Avery tell me Emancipation Day 2020. He say, but you don't sleep. I say, I mean, boy, I can't tell you another clothing line that doing similar to what you're doing, that are the amount of designs you have. And based on the folder that I showed you last week, it's not even quarter of them designs out. Are real ideas, you know. But I'll always go back to what I say. The hardest thing that I've ever done in my life is trying to sell something based on black pride, African pride to black people. But I promise today, you know, on the journey, because I realize, and we talked that already, it's really easy to talk about your lows. I don't know why I know I guilty, right? I talking for me. It seemed to be easier to talk about your trials and tribulations
Yeah.
than your successes. And I have had some successes with the Nubian experience. You know?
I can tell you why.
Where is that?
Why it easier?
Tell me.
Because people just revel in what do you call it? Misery. Misery love company.
Yeah.
You understand? And when you start, I in business 10 years, we have few people I could count on one hand who I share my successes with outside of my wife. Because she experiencing it with me. With me, you know what I mean? We went through it together. But for me, it's very difficult for me to share my successes with anybody. Because in the back of my mind, while I want to motivate you and I want to educate you and I want to uplift you, by sharing that, it have a energy that has come from that does keep me from doing it.
So I'm going all day right now, no?
Well, no,
In
man.
terms of sharing some of my successes, right?
Yeah.
For me, one of my real high points, if not the highest point so far, was that trip to New York.
Right.
Simply because the trip to New York wasn't a holiday. It wasn't a vacation or nothing like that. The trip to New York was based on the Nubian experience. It was based on getting an invitation to come to a fashion event in Manhattan, going for my visa based on that, getting my visa, and going to do it. You understand? That's what it was. And the trip was... It was funded in part by the BBN, the Black Business Network, right? A group of young, dynamic black businessmen. There's Friday, me and Aki laughing right in the very spot.
Yeah,
when it was, because as you bring it up and say, yo, let me try and push this. Well, after the meeting, we stand up outside. You know Aki land? Plumber,
Yeah.
Plumber watchman tell me you're going, boy. Boy, you know what I think. Hey, you're going, boy. And that stick with me, boy. Because I went. You understand? But everything that happened here happened. And I went. And I actually do something. And the lady who did the show, the Caribbean New York Fashion Week, Miss Hazel, she always say, don't just tell them you went to New York and do a show. Make sure and tell them you went Manhattan, one of the fashion capitals of the world. Right?
Drop something now, man.
This,
My God.
and I just want to tie in this too, right? So this was 2019, but she had sent the invitation the year before as well, 2018. 2018 invitation came 2 days after I had a meeting with the supposed fashion representatives in Trinidad and Tobago,
Fashion TT.
who told me that what I doing is not considered fashion.
Oh.
You hear what I'm telling you? I can get back the exact date because I still have the message on Facebook from the lady where she sent the first message. 2 days before that, I just have everybody compliment my kit. I don't know, white and blue dashiki, white 3/4, white sneakers. Everybody compliment my kit.
Crips.
You understand? And they go for a panel. And if there's one thing you would know, talking to me, I could talk about the shit I do in here. See what I do in here?
You ain't guessing.
Yeah. You understand? And the questioning and thinking and t-shirts are not considered fashion, and I was like, all right, so why the man on the horse just do it? The one who just use red, black, and green colors just do it and sell it for big money?
Yeah.
How is not fashion? It'll be on the runway like, yo. But 95% of what on the runway we not wearing here.
You don't even see down the road.
You ever see what I have on here on the runway? No, but look, most of the time only like all looking. So what's really fashion? It's just fashion, it's just what this group of people like, what this group of people presenting to them. Right? And all kind of thing. One lady, a white lady from New York, after them talk all the talk and say what? But I know the other lady, the Trinidadian, didn't expect me to respond like that. She say, So if we say to go forward with us and thing, you can't do no more t-shirts, you could only do like the African clothes and thing. You have designs for that? I say, of course. I have real ways I want to twist up and turn up certain traditional African clothing. She didn't expect
She didn't expect that, yeah.
because the t-shirts is the bulk of what it is do. Because the t-shirt is my canvas.
Yeah.
I could say this on this substance over hype.
Yeah. Can't put another shiki
You
really.
understand what I'm saying to you?
Well, I mean, you could, but yeah.
So I had this with them. The white lady was like, I love what you're doing. I think there is a place for it. There's
That's
the
so-
American, the Trinidadians and them.
That's so
They
sad,
don't
boy.
they imagine that company, and I talking this because it don't happen. Them don't call me for shit, you know. Them have my information. Them don't call me for nothing. Because there's how this be, there's how this go on everywhere I go. Right? I about my thing. You could call me for a fashion show and tell me how only way you bring that shikis, that is not a problem.
Sure.
I can do that. But they don't call and say nothing. You understand? Because I just say plain, them is about two things for me. Prove me wrong. The friend and who they feel is the next big thing.
That they could say the boss.
That they could control as well.
Well, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, control.
That is basically what it is now. But to like honest chances and thing, I tell you, I stand up in front of the, and if I didn't have the mindset I have, boy, them undress me and send me outside naked, boy. Mentally.
Yeah. They
You
break it.
understand? Yeah. And then 2 days later, I get a message from Miss Carla Hazel. Caribbean New York Fashion Week. We saw your stuff online. I don't know the person don't know me, you know. But they saw the page and thing, and we would, we deal with people in Trinidad and call some names of the people that they deal with in Trinidad, right? And invited, send the invitation, what? And I just laugh, And I tell people the reason I'm saying this is that year I sent emails to the big water factory. I sent emails to the sweet drink company that used to put drugs in the sweet drink when they now start. I sent emails to the biggest beer factory in the Caribbean. I even sent emails to the green company I used to work in.
Nothing.
One of them respond. I sent emails to the next red phone company too. One of them respond and say they can't.
Right.
And it's not like asking for big money. Plus, we know all they getting back that money in tax returns. But it's African thing. We ain't going through that, right? There's 2018. 2019, you hear who helped fund it? BBN. A group of young black businessmen with no returns to say, well, they could claim for this and that now, right? But I come and I went and you were saying something and I say I wanted to touch on all of that too. I remember I getting ready to go. I wanted to do this trip like a vlog. So remember the day I trimmed my U. I trimmed my U 2 days before we go out to do the video.
Yeah.
Railways, somebody I said, oh God, I'm feeling seasick.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to post all them things. Because this was big for me. This was real big for me. This was me leaving Trinidad and Tobago to go and do a presentation of the Nubian experience, African-inspired clothing, in New York. And the people close around me telling me, nah, don't put nothing out there until they reach outside. You know how people is. You see, that, I ain't going to never do it again. Because your bad mind can't do me nothing. But I'd listen at the time. But that is how shitty some of our attitudes and mindset is within our own community. That we know, because it's how reality take.
Yeah.
That plenty people wouldn't be glad for you and clapping for you. Plenty of we never hear people clap for you. That's why I tell them I clap for myself the loudest. I know I have the baddest African-inspired line in the world. I'm not saying yours not bad enough. You're supposed to say the same thing I saying.
Yeah.
I just saying mine's the Nubian experience.
It's the best.
It's the best. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, if you ain't saying that, then
Who gonna say it?
what you doing it for?
Exactly.
Nobody else ain't gonna say it.
And
Exactly.
why you gonna do sit down and be depressed because I not hear nobody saying it? Come on, man, you know how much bass in my voice. So I hear that shit, boy. Right? And that mindset to not do,
Yeah.
not say things and not show things because of how people might receive it. I have a problem with Bambi in the group here. I remember having a discussion with Bambi years ago. Yeah, just get a job. And he messaged me on his side and tell man, you know, he wanted to. I say, Breads,
Shout that shit from the mountain tops.
you crazy or what? You work for this. There's no link like in Trinidad and you get a link for a walk, you know. There's a job that you have to have a specialized kind of training in. And you have to pass the training and you actually get it. We have to be able to celebrate ourselves, but it's something we don't do enough. Understand? 2019 was a real eventful year. Because I do Carry Festa. Shout out to the Emancipation Support Committee, Khadija. Right? Carry Festa was eye-opening as well. Because and Carry Festa was like literally a month before I went away. Doing Carry Festa make me realize that I also have a regional product on my hand. Because a lot of some of the vendors that came from Barbados and Jamaica especially, was like, you need to get this stuff over here. You need to come over here, spend a little 2 weeks wherever going around and thing, but you need to get this. This is a product that was selling in countries. And I'll tie that back into what just happened last week. You know, that was a real, you know. This one, you know, get to meet somebody living legends, Sizzla Kalonji and the fireman, the prophet, Capleton.
King Shango.
You understand? And present them with some of the stuff. Sizzla even, you know, talk to me for 2 minutes, ask me 1 or 2 questions and thing, and even going back Jamaica in one of the dashikis. Right? And saying that he liked the stuff. So, further than saying he liked the stuff, he actually put it on and
To travel, yeah.
and go on in it now.
Yeah.
Right?
But the whole plane see minute.
Yeah. And that's a big thing for me. That was a real big thing for me now. You know, big up Speedy. You know, and again, good things come through the link up at Swaggy.
Yeah.
Right? So it had highs. It had highs over the period of time. But I'd never ever try to make it sound like an easy road. And I want the younger people to know that. You really have to put in work.
And it's not, they don't stop. The work don't stop.
It don't stop at all.
Yeah.
At all. But I trying my best to smile when the
hard
things
times.
happen. When not just the hard times, but when the good times and the highs and them happening, smile and not study tomorrow. Ain't sure about tomorrow, but yo, look at this going on right here. You know, because I did honestly, since the reaction show me, catch me. You know, because me want to come across as no groupie, so I present anything, take some picture thing, and I walk off and say, and call me to talk to me and pull my aside, and we reason now 2 minutes now. You know, and ask about certain things, right? And then to see him touch down in Jamaica in one of the dashikis. It's like, yeah, boy. Yeah. You know, I try not to take my beam in there. You know, you're like, yeah. You know, because some people will take your thing and just put it in. You know. And I want to say this, way. How easy it was to. We go lead that fan at that time. Let me read what Sheldon Mendoza said. Right?
He still tries to avoid people's negative energy, but if you know you're fully grounded and you know the invocation and banishing ritual, just do your thing
sure.
and the ancestors will
Sure.
defend you. Aquino had say something.
I was to read all that about the wearing certain stuff.
Yeah, years ago when I started my own business, I took a conscious decision to stop wearing clothing that outwardly displayed the big brand names. Something I still practice with a vengeance.
Yeah, Mendoza, I remember that, boy. I remember that you was actually there because Mendoza was one of the people. I know he was in New York. I'll message him now, but his mom had just transcended.
Right.
So he was coming back. Same time I was going.
Right.
You know? I was just like Mendoza, I know, because I know he's a brother would have been there for sure. You understand? Yeah, that was our experience. The lady had got a drumming group to accompany the models. Boy, that was fire. That was fire. That was our whole experience. I mean, and I learned certain things too that, you're going to do things. Yeah, I want to know and see models beforehand.
Right.
Little things, you learn as you go along, like the thoughts are next year. What I want to do. Everything ought to be on my terms. And if I get to do what I have in here, in vision, with people like the Young, as my decorators, oh man, shout out Yana Euclid.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Young.
Big up the Yank.
Right.
Following them. Fix that.
Yeah. I mean, and all of them is people I meet along the way on this journey. So
Not Viombo.
Who's that?
Sadness in New York. Who married Bejen with the store.
Moshood, again, as I said earlier, just because of who he was, it opened my door for me. So I say, Omari is my friend from primary school, right? Omari left Trinidad probably right after secondary school. And me and see Omari again until Facebook. And a little while after Facebook, he come back Trinidad. We link back up. Started reason because we realized both of we are little, so quote unquote conscious thing and started talk and roll and thing. So right. A day in the Emancipation Village here, Omari came in a t-shirt with a kind of African style face on it now. If you know me, I love African mask. So from the time I see that t-shirt, I was like, yeah. And he started telling me, well, there's a brother who's do something similar to you in New York. I held that thing and started telling me about him and then show me the logo. Right. So bam, fast forward 4 or 5 years later now. I go in and get something to eat on Fulton and look across the road and see the logo. I say, but I know that. And going over there, just so happened he was in the store. I say, yes, this is the place, more shoots creation. I say, I'm from Trinidad, I do something similar to this. And I have a partner who used to live here. Tell me about your name, Omari. He said, Omari? He said, shout Omari this place. I say, yeah. What? The man started rave, boy. There's an L there.
Yeah.
Right? Who was in Trinidad? He did a fashion show in Trinidad already too.
Right.
And he's showing me stuff that Omari and his brother built in the store that he still have. How much years later? Anything. He said, when are you leaving? I say, Sunday. He said, yeah, good still. I say, yeah. He said, there's a big festival out here Saturday. Bring your thing and set up. You can't go in the road. Okay, I no payment, but you can come and set up in front of me. Yeah, what? And I go on and set up. Eat a little food.
Tell them about the flicking response now. Don't play down anything about no
No,
food.
then
What kind of food they eat?
I eat our food now.
Steak.
One of
Steak
the highlights of that particular day for me was a man coming with his daughter. Again, I always tell people, don't ever tell me when you hear something, don't tell me your informal opinion. That's a lie. As you hear something, it's formal opinion.
First 7 seconds.
Yeah, right. By his dress code, I say he not going to buy nothing for me. He not going to buy nothing. He just come to watch.
He paid down.
Paid down in
Massa.
Yeah, in Massa names now. Right? Like, all right. So you thinking, call a car. You want anything? Because I had a table and I had some stuff hung up as well now. The girl come, she looked like about 16. She pointed at 2 things. He's like, you have anything for me to go with that? So, yeah, I show him anything. And take it. Everything I show him, he take. I want to show you, tell him, yeah, right. You got a card? I said, well, I'm from Trinidad. I said, but I could ship. I gave him the card. And I was like, what stand out for me in that is, in Trinidad, because you bathe down in them Caucasian name, you feel you can't wear what I do. I sure he didn't come there and spend that money just to park up them thing. I sure that. And I just look at the difference. I also really enjoyed the day of the show itself. Some of my school friends come, I always had to big up Kerner boy. Kuna come from, where she come from, just to pass on. I see she, I see Kuna about setting up now. It's like, yeah. And then when everything done and we rest our school friends, then Nikki and them Rachel, I was like, we Kuna, no, she leave on. Like, when I talk to she say, boy, we had that to the family and we organizing. I just passed for to see my face. Like, you come so far. There's not Trinidad far, you know. Just for me to see your face.
Yeah.
You is my friend.
Yeah.
You know, Nikki and them, Nikki leave work, come through Rachel and them come through. And then when they're done, because some of them was like the first time now they actually seeing it in person, feeling it and seeing the quality and thing. And I was like, yeah. And who bring the friend to get stuff and all kind of thing. You know, that experience, if I was feeling that I ain't on to something here, New York will back up there mentally. Because the response state, you know, Bambi and all take a dashiki. Where I get Bambi can't say the word dashiki. I don't know, it's not tight talk, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Right? But that experience, that was a real high for me. You know, that was my first trip outside of the country. And to know that my first trip outside of the country was to go and do something related to my business. I don't think it could get any bigger than that. And then we come on just a few days ago, you know, meet some. I mean, I grew up. I always had there's two things that I say about Sizzla music. You don't talk about Sizzla music in songs. You talk about Sizzla music in terms of albums. That's how much music the man make. Right? And Sizzla probably solely responsible for plenty Rastafari people converting to Rastafari. That is we age group man a little older than anything else.
Facts.
Because that music, when I was coming out in the night, when you hear a song from Sizzla, when you hear a new song from Sizzla on a weekend or in 2 weeks, you want to know something wrong with Sizzla. Because you come to expect it.
Yeah. Every Friday.
You understand?
Sizzla is what Beanie Man is to dance on.
Yeah.
And Vibes Cartel. Every Friday, at least one new Sizzla.
Yeah.
You're expecting.
So when you hear that now, right, and there's some Sizzla music, there's just grab you and say, listen to what I say.
Yeah.
You know? So to meet somebody so prolific and reason with them and talk a little bit and thing, I would love to sit down and actually have a full conversation with Sizzla. The same goes for Capleton. Capleton have a song that has raised me up when I just put it on purposely. When I feel it long, I sit down and wake up in a glorious morning.
Bridging.
You understand? That song, that and the more them try to kill me, the more me live longer. That the kind of power we speaking, boy, that I don't even want to go into the reason why I can't support that negative music we promoted. The more them try to stop me, the more me reach further.
Yeah.
That is power the man speaking into your life there, boy. That the power we repeating.
That's the power we have.
You understand? Look at Breads, we're in our 40s. I don't want to guess Capleton age. But we know Capleton with this kind of energy, bringing this kind of music for we.
Yeah.
Since we were teens.
School. Yeah. Since we go to school.
And the man still come and mash up the place just like that days ago.
Yeah.
With
Same
that
energy.
same kind of music. You know, so to meet them, present them, hear them again. The man that watching it, that's kid. I like these colors, you know. I can wear this with a blue pants, a yellow pants, or a black pants, you know. Yeah. Come on, man. That for me, that was big, yo.
I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah, Anthony, be a god. that is my...
Yeah, but he had to get some balance because he ain't come, and it's twice he do with that. He had a whole lot burn right now.
No, well, they say he promised them he'll be here with Buju next year.
Whatever. When he reach and he come in and he on the stage, we go celebrate it. Until then,
you see, Mendoza say you have to make it to the All Africa Festival next year. Yes, the All Africa Festival will be held in Dubai, October 2020, and the Nubian experience has to be featured on that platform.
Say no more.
Share.
Yeah, what I'm saying, one of the issues I have in particular with Trinidad, boy, is Trinidad is a particular word that is not is a contradiction of itself, right? Because things like this, everybody else recognizing it, you know, but we don't want to recognize it till everybody else recognizes it. It's the most annoying thing about Trinidad and Trinidadians that I can't take now, right? This boy thing, he come and say he gonna do a little rum named Juve, all you burn down the man, right? Before they say, come now boy, let we go, because this going on big up Trinidad, it going on big up Juve, Carnival, everything surrounding Carnival
I keep telling them.
would have been lifted by Michael B. Jordan with Juve.
Anything you do,
Yeah.
you just have to chuck in
Yeah.
Trinidad.
Wait. Michael B. Jordan, the actor you're talking about?
Yeah.
One of the biggest
yeah,
faces
This
in the
was the
world.
last year, yeah?
But these people and them, I tell you,
boy.
Here one of the things we get caught up, you know that, right? The so-called cancel culture.
Yeah.
So nobody in stop.
And think.
Think for a little bit, everybody just be like, how we go call it Juve? Hey. And
Like we think.
yeah. So nobody from the Ministry of Tourism and Study, on every reach out to him,
Call him one time.
yo,
One
thing, and
time.
they know Juve is a big part of the carnival. Trinidad is the biggest carnival in the world, the most recognizable carnival in the world. Everybody is part of the carnival after Trinidad Carnival. Let's work together. The man face on everything is like the man on any World Cup. You imagine that, boy? Michael B. Jordan is part of the World Cup advertising. What the World Cup is? The single largest sporting event in the world. There's nothing bigger than the World Cup.
No.
There's nothing. No entertainment.
Olympics,
That has
nothing.
happened. Nothing that bigger than the World Cup.
Yeah.
They estimate that 4 billion people will see some part of the World Cup. And he facing that.
On every station.
We defending our word, Juve.
Yeah.
Not even Trinidad and he use it in a derogatory way, you know. We defending our word that is not even a Trinidadian word. But it associated with us, and nobody decided, let's reach out to this brother and think that why I laugh when somebody say, what? Well, all right, he should change his name to Crop Over and Barbados should embrace him.
Yeah. What was the next thing? It had something else. Man. That
Trinidad James and his sneakers,
the Sorrel.
the sorrel thing.
Yeah.
And then everybody learned, well, you know, he was right.
Yeah, Sorrel is a hibiscus.
I learned that too, eh? I had
but
no
when the
problem
man
with Hero,
posted,
whatever.
I had no issue when he posted.
I had no issue.
And I see, but Sorrel is a flower.
I just
We
didn't
drinking it
know.
all the years, but we didn't know it was a hibiscus.
Yeah.
But he, in his explanation of the color, the red one, why he used that and what was the explanation and da. Boy, people started to tear up the man. All over Twitter, all over Facebook, he don't know nothing. Brother, you didn't even take 2 seconds to research that yourself.
Dog. On your phone, my you
He
just
ain't
have to
even
go
go
hit
far.
home,
Yeah.
Google, and you find it.
He ain't even had to go
Dog.
far. Right? And that's why it's annoying me with our people sometimes, boy. Because I telling you, everybody keeps saying, Karen, how come? King, I see in the greatness in the brand. You understand? And I stand by this brand. Which is why we working so hard to try to make sure that it elevate every year, it get better and better. Because it can't be, I know it since 13? And it's still the same thing it was then. You understand? Because swag is nothing like what it was 2012. Nothing.
The shape, the service, everything.
Everything changed. Right? And it evolved. To the point where I starting to feel like I go there, you know. With Trinidad, you know. Because the mindset of the people is what frustrated me.
Yeah.
Because I want to show them something else. I want to take them to another level and show them certain things. But here, you're on Instagram, loving up all what happening in the States, eh? But more than one barber in Trinidad try to do it. And all you start to say, oh God, so much money. But we feel, you really feel 100 TT equates to that service where you seeing that man doing on Instagram or YouTube. We had to get real. Right? Look, we have our brethren doing. Listen, the only reason me know that yet is because I refuse to pay customs $1 million to clear it.
Yeah, boy, them watching.
Yeah, them watches and them real bad.
Bambi.
He stay true to your word. Yeah. He come with the red one and I had to buy it. Right? I know how I get it. Because I think Maria so you coming for Christmas. I will see what
Somebody go come.
But the fact of the matter is, we not celebrating everybody in success supposed to be celebrating Bambi.
Yeah.
Because let me don't even try to dance up and twist up the thing. There is nobody else in success that doing anything like that. There's nobody else in Trinidad that I know of
Have a watch line.
that have a watch line, a luxury watch line. Eh?
Yeah.
There's not no friggin' Casio. You understand me?
Oh, no, me
not
gun.
just that. There's
Oh,
not
no
a-
what?
There's
No,
not
me gun.
There's
Yeah.
not a 1,000 tick.
There's
Oh,
not
it's
a
okay,
tick,
no.
1,000 tick, yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a 1,000 tick, right? It's proper thing the man invested the
And
money in.
that's the thing about it that I have experienced on this journey. Right? Instead of finding reasons to support one another, we find reasons why we can't support one another. So let me
Facts.
tell you one of the reasons people tell me. You don't believe in God.
What does it do with you?
So I had two things I tell them, right? That white man, that name on your chest there, right? You know what his beliefs are? And secondly, have you ever asked me what my quote-unquote beliefs are? Or you just derive a opinion based on
Assumption.
on something that you see? So I tell them, I say, like right today, as a Orisha devotee, there is no word to translate to God in Yoruba. But the Most High name is Elodumare.
Right.
Some say Olodumare. Right? So no, I don't believe in God. But I have a concept of what you might call the Most High.
The supreme.
Right? Because my Most High have a name. God is not a name.
True.
God is not a name.
Well, I can't know. Get call anything God.
Monkey is not a name. Monkey is what it is. What is that monkey name? You have 3 dogs in a yard. You could call them dog.
Nah, they wouldn't come. I mean, you could call them dog and eventually they go start to respond. Because that's why you're calling them.
So that right?
Yeah.
Will you just up something just like that? And some of my stance on them, I say, yo, some of these things is alleged, you know. I said, but let you go a little further. It was alleged in the 90s. The one who everybody this way, TUH. Everybody was wearing in the 90s.
Yeah.
Claimed that he didn't. It is alleged that he said he didn't make it close to black people and he didn't know so much about black people. I think that's alleged, right? But he sails in drop off. So we look for reasons to not support ourselves. People give me reasons why they will never wear my thing, and I tell them, I use not the person I wanted my thing. Because I was always, I remember saying this, and some of my school friends take it the wrong way, right? Don't buy nothing from me to patronize me. In the terms of I buying it just to say I buy something from you. I just put myself into that, boy. I want to see you rocking that shit, boy. Feeling good in it, like Obama say. When they see he wear that, you see what Obama say?
Yeah.
Right? I know talking about it. He say when you wear the African royalties, feel a kind of way. That's why talking about. I don't want you buy my thing to just put it in our cupboard. For every time a conversation about it come up here, you know. Yeah, I did buy one 5 years ago. I still have it.
Yeah.
You know why I still have it? Because it's in the corner, in the wardrobe. It might be a cockroach bite and all kind of things. You understand? Me don't need that. I want people who go feel it, because part of the way the Nubian experience will grow is when people see you in it and see you in it. What you have it in the wardrobe, they ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know, somebody had asked me, what? If somebody come and offer you a piece of money now to sell the Nubian experience, to buy it from you, you'll sell it. At that time, I would have said no.
Outright.
Nah. In my blood, sweat, and tears, boy, somebody come now and offer me $5 million. Right now, I'll sell the Nubian experience. Well, you didn't love it, but you don't buy from me. How you telling me I didn't love it? You imagine that, eh? You know, have an opinion on me saying that. But when I was pouring my blood, sweat, and tears, and I do bleed, because at times I'm printing and I'm a bit tired or in focus and burn myself, or cutting up something and cut with my hand, which happened for emancipation this year, cut with my hand. Yeah, I put my blood, sweat, and tears in this. You don't buy nothing. You don't share it, you don't think it, you don't tell nobody about it, because I tell them, right? I have friends and family who's supposed to be my close friends and things, and family that you never know that they're either their brother or their real good friend have a business like this if you go on the social media. Because they'll never share nothing. But they're sharing things, some celebrities and all kind of thing, which is your right,
Yeah.
But it's also my right to notice it as well.
Facts.
Right? So that I tell them, like, yo, I gained $5 million. No. That I could use that to secure my daughter's future.
Hell yeah.
I have other ideas, yo.
Yeah. But that's all it is. It's an idea.
I have other ideas. No. Because a few years ago, I would have said, hell no. I understand anybody who feel that way about the business. I understand that as well.
Yeah.
Right? But you sit down and you really, like, yo, I have other things I can do. Even if I had to sign a non-compete.
Non-compete, yeah.
You understand? I have other things in mind to do that is not associated with that, but could still climb down that road. That's not the only idea I have. You understand? Just like Tenterview, I had the idea for Tenterview. I had the idea for this. I had the idea for others too. Because we talking that sports talk, you feel I never had the idea? Because I find our sports commentating in Trinidad and Tobago does not reflect the fact that we are Trinis.
Everybody want to talk like they from America.
It's
You shit boring, yo.
It's garbage.
But again, it's because, that's why I tell them, I am an African born in the beautiful Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Don't tell me I is not Trini by watching the World Cup and you're saying he's passing that ball here. We need, cool, you see that boy? We need nothing like that. You know why? Because it's unprofessional.
Yeah.
None of
No
the standards
authenticity.
that we have is based on us. So, Sheldon and foreign, Bambi and foreign, none of them can find a stream to one of we local stations that broadcasting the World Cup to
In
hear,
Trinidad.
Yeah.
To hear the Trinidad, yeah.
Trinidad. They're going and hear somebody trying to song like NBC or one of them.
Yeah.
And I have always had an idea to do something like that. Not live, but
The boys is over.
not just a voice. No, not a voiceover. So, all right. They say the biggest club football game in the world is
El Clasico.
El Clasico. We doing a show after El Clasico talking about
To
El
break it up.
Clasico.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And all the big games and things.
Yeah.
Because the shit real boring, gang.
And my thing is too, all the other countries, right? They had the commentators,
Yeah.
like Arabia,
Yeah.
had the commentators, and everybody love that man.
Watch that.
I will buy.
Sometimes I rather watch it than them.
I don't know what he's saying, but it's exciting.
Yeah.
Like the Messi goal, when you run through, hit a fade.
Yeah.
I got a Messi, goal! I like that. You know what he's saying, but it's funny.
It's a vibes. It's
Yeah.
a tune. You understand?
Yeah.
And the same thing, and I used to tell you, let me tie that back into the Michael B. Jordan thing.
Yeah.
I used to tell you how we have no faith
Identity.
in our identity as Trinidadians. Because we, on this part of the world, he probably never hear about Trinidad and Tobago. But we hearing what he's saying and enjoying it. Right? And none of them in any kind of positions of authority that making these decisions when it comes to we tourism and the things we put out about the country seem to have faith in simply
That's it.
voicing in Trinidadian. Even we advertisements on TV don't come across as Trinidad. You know?
Waste of time. We trying to be American.
So I telling you,
Them not even seeing that.
Man.
We watching it.
yeah.
Mendoza,
Aye.
I always tell you how we do our video, right? I was talking to him recently about that. Like, yo, anytime it had any audio in the video, I didn't see no. Like, yo, we're talking like this, you know. What? Yeah?
Trinity,
You had to hear that?
Yeah, the Trinity.
But the beautiful thing about it is because of the cosmopolitan country that we is, if you listen to some Indians from India speak, you will actually hear where we get some of we twang and thing from. And if you talk to African people from certain parts of Africa, you would hear where we get some of we words and we twang from.
Yeah.
Like
But Gerald and them had it last week before Kunu Munu.
Yeah. Like, that's something that could sell.
Yeah.
How we do seem to and that all of that ties back into why when I get endorsements from Sizzler and them, that is when plenty black people go
Take notice.
and thing. But to just come today and see a jersey with an Africa on it, the map of Africa on it, and say, yeah, or African royalty.
Yeah. Yeah, what that?
Nah, they ain't rolling with that just so. They had a weight. You understand? Now, plenty of them get vexed when Bungie say it, you know. I remember people was mad. Like, we don't get support until they get big. Until we get certain things get big. And people was vexed and be like, yo, you could talk that from your armchair. I could talk it from experience. You understand? We have brands in Trinidad and Tobago, things that come out. Matter of fact, like we don't even go brands. You remember right when we was around ready to finish school, you start people painting on jerseys and hanging out, come out outside Courtside Mall when the mall closed and selling. We all them thing. That's supposed to be a big industry today. That's art. Yeah, people telling me that them thing and them used to sell more in Miami. So you get somebody to do a good bit for you, and they carry it Miami, sell. And I could bring the person to talk figures, because I ain't talking about no put it in a suitcase. I'm talking about our official big business. Put it in I ain't talking to just go with it and try to sell it. I'm talking about we have our numbers and accountability. And she said them thing and I'm selling by the hundreds day. But you come here where it was done. The artist stand up next stage. You know what? It has certain art and thing you would never see the creator. You actually get to see the artist and talk to the artist. And that's a problem.
Yeah.
And that is a big, big reason in Trinidad why we creative sector
Dying.
seems
It's
to
struggling.
it's not dying.
It's struggling.
It's struggling for life. And I'd be like, yo, I wonder if people like Jarrell and Matix and them could take over this shit, boy. Because you do a radio station like this and gain everybody a play. That don't say something about you already.
Yeah. Correct.
That don't say something about you already.
Yeah. Look,
Why?
Jamil and Bambi says a good idea.
What is that?
The commentary.
Not.
But let me say this, Mr. Davidson. I hope you will be here till the end of December, because if you are going to be here for Christmas, the last Tuesday in December is the journey
featuring
the CEO of the Davidson Watches.
Matter of fact, because of his time schedule, we shouldn't wait for that. It will be a one-off just because
he here. All right. Well, all right. So we done say it, we done say it. And don't worry, I will message you about the watch.
You know, I was real asked, but you know this, a big part of my battle in this, doing this Nubian experience is staying the course when it comes to the reaction of people, boy, like, and the way we just, and like, the claim the place in no money, I tell them, I say, you will never hear me say that.
Ease me up with that,
You will never hear me say that. Not when I see in party that is $500 and $600.
Sell out.
15,000 people.
Buna Boy don't sell out. Buna Boy sell out. And
it's not even December yet.
Oh, God. But all you can come and get all the Burna Boy kits though. I have it.
Yeah.
You understand?
41-7 shit.
Yeah, but that is something I was battled with. I was battled with that hard to stay motivated. Why doing breads? Nobody ought to tell me. See this hand here? It can reach here. I can pat myself on my back. I know I have a good product. And I know how to provide a quality product when I provide you with something from the Nubian experience. And I know I'm providing substance over hype. I ain't just gain you. Because I do my own printing.
Yeah.
If I was on Folly, which I'll be real honest, I've contemplated, like just printing. I do a social experiment in Arima in front of my father business some years ago, about 4 years ago. And I just hit an Ankh symbol on one side, a jersey with African royalty on one side, and on a female top up our middle finger. Mark FU. I know that's what I was asking about.
How much faith?
This happened, you know. There is not somebody telling me that, you know. And there's only our people ask that. None of them ain't notice the African royalty or the Ankh. They ask about the FU jersey with the middle finger on it. Is that about 4 years ago? I never sell it. But that was telling you. And that's something I battle with, and that's why it's like, oh, better I bust out at Trinidad, boy. Because, yeah.
I've been telling you, bro, but you know, it's easier said than done.
It's easier said than done, but it's something I'll be real contemplating because, especially in the last year and a half, because look at this place now, boy. Look at it. We do it. First things first, we do promote self here. In Trinidad, there's no identity. That's why I tell them, I keep saying it, I am not a Trini. I was born in Trinidad and Tobago. Because none of the can tell me the criteria to be a Trini. You understand? To a certain place, when you're watching TV and thing, and you're watching the news and thing in America, everywhere you pass have an American flag, thing. Something showing you. You know, you look at the Middle East, they dress in their culture. So, something now. But in Trinidad and Tobago, what does it mean when you say, I am a Trini? What is the definition of that? We can't even guess. You ain't guaranteed to hear soca on the radio when the day come. You start to hear it now because just now they go switch. Yeah. You understand? The Chinese man convince them to switch. Right? But let me just say before that, and you pass through the radio, you're on the radio for a half hour here, then you go on.
Sorry.
That's truth. It's truth.
Hey! You should learn say Columbus was the first Trinidad, yeah.
That's the truth. He ain't lie there. That history. That is a historical fact. That is a historical fact.
Yeah.
You understand?
Look,
Cristobal was the first.
Cristobal, yeah.
You understand?
Stinking dog. Well, you say, yeah, there's more room for growth internationally. You don't need to be in Trinidad. Brother, we working on that. The site done thing up already. We just trying to figure out how to receive payment.
And again, let me go back to this thing, right?
Yeah.
Trini. My sister was here earlier this year. And she had so much problems doing transactions in government offices in this country that you had to see. I mean, and I using her because she explained to me what she trying to do. None of these things is rocket science. Everything is a problem. Like nothing is designed in this country to be straightforward. Right? So, if we can do simple business transactions here, like, right, so we're trying to set up the certain aspects of the website and thing. Certain banking, you can't do. You cannot do it. 2022, you can receive payment certain way. 2022. All these things connected. Then they go tell you, oh, they can't do business, black people can't do business. I'm like, yo, you ever watch how shitty some of these things designed, yo? Like in this day and age, we can receive payment from an internationally recognized payment app. Not one of we banks here reaching out to any of these things and them that growing. It are some of them that growing. You know,
but look, we pay to leave and go.
To grow. Our next country with a little bigger vision. Come down.
And he ain't even going to America, you know. Jamaica, he going
right there. You understand?
And skin out. All because now we have an internet, we have a e-bank. that he just launched in Ghana, in Africa too, eh? We joking here, boy.
And like, yo, but not even the simple thing what we was talking about before the show start. Just to go Jamaica, imagine it cheaper to go into American territory like Miami than it is to go Jamaica. Where is CARICOM? What is CARICOM? Because as I say, I don't know if I'm too simple-minded, but my simple thought is this. If it's $1,500 to jump on a plane and go Jamaica, that's an incentive for more we to travel.
It's more incentive for everything because now I could go. I don't have to do the online part. I could go and set up my store in Jamaica and come back. I could hire somebody out there to work my store. You understand? And do the transactions and that kind of thing.
Traveling going on because you're going on now. If this amount of people still going for Jamaica Carnival or crop over, can you imagine the amount of travel and tourism money that Barbados going to get from Trinidad when it's just $1,500 to jump on a plane for 2.5 hours to go Barbados? Who said for Trinidad Carnival? What? $1,500 to come Trini?
Sell
Everybody open Airbnb. Because the hotels, based on the occupancy that we just get after, and after you hear this one was at 95% and thing, because I'd be like, yo, I don't see them people and them, but being in Hilton for how long we was there Thursday night. We was there for an hour and a half. Like, and that was a Thursday night, like, all these people is be in these hotels? Because the traffic.
Yeah.
I telling you, that was a wake up for me. So can you imagine height of Carnival, the week before Carnival, into Carnival Monday and Tuesday, what the traffic into the country is going to be like? And that's going to benefit everybody.
Nah, that man thinking.
Because then, more people are to cook food to sell. More flour going and sell. More rice going and sell. I think, honestly, this is my thoughts here. Once you're not talking hundreds of millions and billions with the people who call themselves the government, they don't see it as something that they're interested in. That is what I think. Because then Nubian experience going and sell more, you know. Because it have more people coming in, more people who are close to do it. Exactly.
Yeah, more eyes, yeah.
And it's not the only business that will benefit.
Correct.
So I believe it had to open longer hours. You understand? Because this entertainer from Barbados was trim, but he want to come 9 o'clock tonight. You understand? When he reached, two other he entourage was trim too.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't say no so long as you understand that.
Inconvenience fees.
Exactly. You understand? It's everything was like, yo, is that thought too simple that if it have more people flying, they'll make more money. The higher rates not gaining nothing. Brother Kamara, who is my ancestor now from Kamara's culture store in Shogunas, always used to tell me that. He say if it mean I bring in my thing and I have to sell it for $10 less, but a bigger volume selling, I will make back my money.
Correct.
He say as opposed to keep the $10 more on it and the whole thing 90% I just sit down there. I always remember that. So again, that's something else because all of this thing tied into it. The way that the supposed authorities judge certain things. Like, I know I cannot walk into you know me, I don't like to call their names now, but the people who supposedly representing fashion in the country. I can't walk into them and work out a plan with them to do something. I want to do a show, my 10th anniversary coming up. I want to do something. This is what I do. Look, my thing, here so long, I take part in this fashion show. What we could do together for exposure. But as you say that, probably lady, I don't know saying last week, but who come to you to do things for free?
For free, yeah.
I want like C4 line. C4 say F for freestyle because I ain't spitting nothing for free. I like money in the bank, baby. That's why they don't play me. Because if I charge them what I would, they can't pay me. Yeah. You understand? But you will get that. You will get it. You can do this?
Yeah. Nah, fire for that.
I seen some. Go through some comments before we go.
Sheldon say he just launched his first sneaker and slipper.
Yes. We talk about that. Quick. You know, I have to get something to rock with the Nubian experience.
So you're making it available here? Sneaks and the slips. Send me the link now. The website link. Unfortunately, some Trinidadians don't support or appreciate things, ideas or concepts, etc. until it's done overseas or someone popular locally does it. Facts. Sheldon say his sister just launched another location of her Bella Body Spa and Body Lounge in Dubai, and she is opening her next in Ghana.
A Trinidadian.
This is how, Lol, this show is confirmation. We are applying that same concept as we speak. Some brothers and I have put up some money to resell natural health products. We keeping the markup low and aiming for high volume. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. You know? Starting with ashwagandha and black seed oil. Yeah, do your thing, brother. Do your thing.
All the best, my brother. All the best.
Yeah, do your thing.
We go talk about our black seed oil. You have contact for him, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that is something I just use and I have seen for myself. The benefits, the benefits are black seed oil. As I stop, I just get a flu or something sometimes. A little while after,
Say no more.
Right? I want to give you a little remedy. I just use it now. I just use the black seed oil. I just put it in a bottle. So I buy a bottle, show half in something. Squeeze 2 rough skin lemon. The rough skin lemon in it.
The whole lemon?
Yeah. Squeeze it in it. Squeeze all the juice with some cayenne pepper. Mix up that. No water, no nothing. There's that. The last time I make it, I put ginger in it too. And take a teaspoon of that in the morning. So and I'm out of black seed oil right now. So I would definitely was some of that. Yeah. Mendoza, your sister is a big inspiration too, but when she in Trinidad, we would love to have she on the program because to be somebody that I've never heard about, just know that they're your sister. And they open a store, they have a store in Trinidad, in New York, in Dubai. I mean, think about that now. We think about going to Dubai for a vacation, right? She opened a store in Dubai, and then she looking for Ghana next. That big yo. You understand? And I know the sneakers and slippers going on selling them thing too. Look at that. That's what we gotta do. Yeah.
Sheldon say he just bought black seed oil in Dubai. Sneakers are available for delivery to Trinidad, but right now the shipping is expensive, so I'm trying to work on that. Now that we ask Skybox. If we ask Skybox, then I want to come, that will go come. That's how we buying with Nike and we Adidas and things.
I'm not going to say that it has certain things, so like with Bambi, right? Well, I just always say like I get you.
Yeah, you did get you.
Because my watch, which was the first Davison watch in Trinidad and Tobago, I was the cheapest declared.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Everybody else only prices them tell me after that.
Madness. I use any calculator on my Skybox and I saying down, but where is this? Best I buy 2 watch. It's 2 watch I'm paying for.
Yeah. And then next.
I know our watch is a luxury, Jed.
Yeah, I watch to tell the time.
I ain't bringing in a Jacob the jeweler.
That's not. If a watch is luxury, then
clock is a what thing?
A clock is your phone and all.
Yeah.
Because you have a clock in it. And most of the time, the clock in your phone could do more than your watch.
By far.
So, really, and there's something I don't understand too. I don't understand in terms of customs. All them things is help take revenue out of the country, right? Or they don't make nothing clear and nothing is straightforward. So, I've seen this for myself. You brought a sneakers. Somebody see it and like it, they were the exact same thing, wrong the same size. You pay $1 to clear the first time. The next time they tell you $3.50. How?
Because the rates are not the rates.
I have a problem with that.
It is how they feel on the day.
Nobody seems to be questioning them things, but that is a big problem, boy.
Because you can't tell me that I buy a sneakers on Amazon on sale. Friday go on there. I'm just saying, right? The invoice coming from Amazon with the sale price. But you go on the site where it's supposed to come from, the brand website, to
which is always more
what I pay for the sneakers on Amazon. How is that?
and charging you according to that. And none of we does. I tell people like, don't mind I have a 10 in maths. When I write exam in 1996, I get a 5 in mathematics.
Yeah.
And when I write exam in 1997, again, when I repeat, I get a 5. Pass everything I say. You see that mathematics, but I do enough maths to know I have a 10 in maths. And maybe it's that 10 is why I do understand what customs is do. And then maybe a lot of people are 10 in maths too. Because most people who order this like, yo, this shit don't make no sense.
None.
But somebody supposed to step in and fix that.
Who?
The government. Somebody.
No, I remember they like to ball. Oh, you look into the government for everything for too much
For too much I think.
But
we can't do nothing about that.
But them is government workers. That's a government organization.
Precisely.
You know what I'm saying? And again, so imagine that is causing a Trinidadian who's living away to lose business because there are people here who want to purchase the watches, but the proposed price to bring it in is keeping them back from doing it. Or is looking for somebody come in or some kind of thing like that. That cutting back business.
Yeah. Kyle, I feel like I got a message for you on that DHL talk because I somebody else tell me the same thing, but I find it kind of hard to believe. But you gotta prove it. You gotta prove me. You gotta prove it to me.
Well, I have experience in that, Bridget. You know, I do the glasses too.
Yeah.
With the African symbols and thing on them. And he ordered 16 glasses. So wrap them up nice, put them in a box, go on to we national postage company, right? We don't ship them thing. San Juan branch tell me that. So I had to go by the yellow company that I ship, right?
Right.
Just mentioned it. I'm saying, yeah. Based on the weight by the Trinidad postage company, it would have been about nearly 300 to ship, right? Which that's what we had catered for. But by the yellow shipping company is like nearly $1,000. Right? So you see the difference, and the customer had to bear that difference. But in conversing, I asked the lady, because I know the Trinidad shipping company, the Trinidad postage company, when I ship stuff out of the country, they use that yellow company. I asked the lady working in the yellow company, I say, the Trinidad postage company tell me they have no ship this thing. She said, what? That don't make no sense because it's here that to send it to go. And if we shipping this, that means we shipping it from them too. They just don't want to do the paperwork and that crazy.
So the people spend them the extra 700 though. Because you're supposed to pay 1,000 to them.
Yeah.
And 300 to the next place.
Yeah, it's subsidized.
So them paying them.
Wherever is the arrangement. Wherever is the arrangement.
It's dumb.
Right?
That's what it is. It's dumb.
But how you would tell the customer you do that. You do ship. But when you go by the company that the ship for you, it's simply the paperwork. It's about 2-3 set of people who can they can't finish until they send the email and get back a response to get a tracking number to give me. You understand? Like, but I part of the work.
I will say this one more time. And this is the last time I'm saying it, right? It is the mentality of the people in Trinidad that is causing the problem. Where's that buzzword? The second time we get that for the day.
I ain't hearing it.
All right, now cut off. It's probably this. Yeah. It's the mentality of the people, boy, and the culture in this place that is causing us to be at the level of mediocrity that we at. I'm telling you. Because you see, we keep wanting to blame the government, and rightfully so, because we put them there to run the country, right? But the people who in government come from we, you know. I make a statement.
Same mentality.
I make a statement on Twitter yesterday when they was talking about the flooding and why and what, and I keep saying to people, listen, this is our problem. It's not just the government, because this jackass in Shanishmel, I'm calling his name, who want to bad up the youth man and talk about we ain't supposed to celebrate the man from Bitam because more we supposed to come out of that. Right? Why ain't talk to your same intellectual people and tell them don't go and build in a swamp? Right? Because now half all your business underwater because all you living on a riverbank. Right? You ain't go brag about that though, where you go complain and talk about the government and do this and the government and do that. Right? The same people building on house, where house ain't supposed to house.
On farmland.
On farmland. On mountain.
And no, they're not building house on their farmland. They're building mega
structures on what's supposed to be agricultural land. The same people building monstrosities on the mountain, right? All they blowing up and thieving the quarry and quarrying on the mountain. And then want to know where all that water come from? The water was there all the time. But now it have no way.
Exactly.
The trees that all they lick down up there because they want to build all their mansion on top of the mountain. I ain't calling no names. Right? Is why the place flooding. So we the people of Trinidad and Tobago have to start taking some responsibility for our actions because a lot of the dotishness that going on in the country is we have it so. Right? And look into the government to say fix it and fix it and fix it. There's only so much them could do. You understand? I ain't negating the fact that they play in the ass. But I'm saying we as a people have to start to take matters into our own hand. Clean your own drain. My drain in front of my yard. I don't wait for CPEP and them to pass to clean my drain. I don't wait for the corporation to clean my drain. You understand? I clean my trees. I do all what I had to do to make sure my space is my space.
And all of that is tied into why certain businesses just can't see the way that mentality.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? You see that clean your drain thing? I will never understand that, boy. Like, this is the drain. We ain't talking about your whole length of your street, eh? We just talking about the portion that are running in front by you. You were waiting that turn that kind of navy blue moss.
Mm-hmm. Navy blue?
Yeah. You taking them so.
National Geographic moss.
Yeah, if I try a stone in that, I wanted this place smell that. Like you would leave that day just because the corporation and now CPEP supposed to clean that. That mentality is a detriment to every aspect of life in this country. I watch them little thing, boy. You living next door to an empty lot of land. And I've seen this, at least cleaning 2 feet to clear off my wall. I see a man when I used to live here, so I do that. Empty lot, bush, tall. Mm-hmm. He ain't going to cut down the whole lot. But the line that running down his property, you cut like 2-3 feet of that.
Yeah.
And clay.
Mm-hmm.
You understand how all kind of dangers in that?
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about people lurking and hiding it, but I grew up in a place that had plenty bush.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, you ain't see how fast fire can run. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
A spider?
Fire.
Uh-huh.
When that bush catch a fire,
it's like
you hear that talk about armor when a house on fire, when a neighbor house on fire, what your wall. I see that in person.
Yeah.
We didn't see the parable, but I see that. I see people wetting the back wall because when that thing start up there, when that thing start to run, boy, it's them simple little thing now. Yeah. Now translate that to all aspects of our life here. If you can see it fit to clean your own drain in front of your house, I do expect you to support me as a young African businessman selling African-inspired clothing. I don't expect you to support that because your mindset not allowing you to even clean the drain in front of your house that could possibly cause damage to you or your family, health-wise, could become an eyesore. I really honestly expect you to. I don't. You understand? So, as we look to wrap up here.
Hey, thanks to Kyle for all that information. There we have plenty things to look into, brother.
Yeah.
Sheldon, thanks as well. Aliveshoes.com/Sheldon Mendoza for those who want to check out his items, sneaks and slips. Yeah, finish and go ahead and say what I was saying.
Yeah. I love this journey. As hard as it is, I don't want nobody feeling like it. I meet good people on this journey. I need some cacaos.
Well, you know the journey is not the journey without the cacao.
But I meet some good people. It also leads to it leads to things like black to black and them kind of thing. And then we continue meeting people like Jamil, right? I just want to encourage people, don't let nobody, because more than likely, of course it don't always have to be so, but more than likely, people around here wouldn't see your vision. You could testify to that. I know I could certainly testify to that.
Yeah.
That my family and close friends didn't see my vision. Some of them still don't see it. Right? I'm no longer bitter. I accept it. So, it's a smoother road there, but walk your road. Have a business idea, look into it. That's something I didn't do though. You have a business, you have an idea for a business, do some research on it. Don't just
do the work.
Don't just jump in and think. Do some research on it to see if it could possibly be viable as a business now. And if you see that and you find people in it and you talk to them, and then go for it then. So all the more life, more love. Will be an experience here to say next year is 10,
10 years, boy.
10 years, boy. March 2013, boy. When those are up here, you gotta be part of it.
Yeah, man.
Right? But more life, more love. Love is an action word.
So is support.
Support is, black people especially, support is an action word. Right? And we had to get more love in our communities, boy.
It's lacking.
Good morning, good evening, neighbor, everything all right. It had to come back.
Yeah.
It had to come back. Yes, and we ain't trying to be, that friendly, and you see somebody skin out the face. We ain't telling like that, because I see worse when I get that kind of response. But saying that we had to bring back that kind of, we know we neighbor, we talking to we neighbor and everything.
Yeah.
And go from there, boy. So more life, more love, and good health, with peace and prosperity. We want to be poor, and we don't want to be unhealthy at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, people.
All right, folks, we out.
Blessings.
The journey, the journey, the journey, the journey, the journey now start. The journey is now start. Where you go, I was drifting on my lonely sea. When a voice kept calling out to me, keep on calling, calling, calling. I was shaking like a frightened child. I was shaking, shaking, shaking. Was up in the cold, and I had nowhere to hide. I heard son, come. Don't be afraid. You just started from mission. The waters will be rough. Have faith and you will make it all the way up. 'Cause the journey now starts. The journey is now starts. The journey now starts. The journey is now starts. Sonny, do not give up. Don't ever, you put it here to survive. You are in charge of your life. I never look back, look ahead. Never say die till you're dead. Children, the journey as we travel on, as we travel on. I say we travel on. When you're reaching out towards your goal, when you're reaching, yeah. You may stumble and fall, but don't give up at all, no. No, no, no. Red and smile and talk at you, yet stab you in the back. They will do anything to get you off your track. Yeah. You must fight, 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 fight. Fight with all your might to stand up to your trials, regardless of the strain. Sometimes there will be darkness, but light will shine again. Cause the journey don't start. The journey, it don't start. The journey don't start. The journey, it don't start. Sonny, do not give up. Don't ever, you were put here to survive. You are in charge of your life. Yeah. Never look back, look ahead. Yeah. Never sit tight till you're dead. Children, yeah. The journey, I said travel on. I said travel on. I said travel on. Travel on. Oh, oh, oh. In all life, son, there'll be ups and downs. Yeah. Just believe in yourself. You'll weather every storm. Life is what you make